be good. Creative chaos. I'm here to talk about my studio, my sense. But first, let's just consider space. It's big, really, really big. You ever think about where it all goes, where it all comes from, how extensive it is, why and where all those stars come from, and why does stuff come all to my studio? At least that's what my husband asks when he comes to enter into it. Okay, so this is my studio and pretty much its current state. Actually, today a whole bunch of timber is actually standing in the front of it, so I have to just hop over it. And on the top, but it's not bad actually, you can see the floor. Now, where did it all begin? This is my Nana, and she has been long part of the cosmic chaos in the space for about 30 years, and her name was Margaret Buck. Now her friends called her Maggie, and she had more creativity in her pinky than I have. So, and her house was full of stuff, like full. And so the torch has been passed on to me. And this is my little girl, Maggie Rose, about 2.5 years ago. So, and my studio started getting stuff. And just so you know, the studio is a converted garage, a car garage. It's about 500 square feet. And I needed color. I need more color. So let's start at the beginning. I needed to clear everything out to say, how am I going to create a space that speaks for me? So I must sit in the middle and start looking about ideas. When I first moved there, I had nothing but costumes. So I got rid of the costumes from film and TV and started looking for ideas. I was thinking caravan, color. And so here's Maggie Rose helping me with the color. Kids are amazing, and I think it's important to include them in the process, and they're tireless and they work for free, and she loves to climb the ladders, and so she started the process, although we did differ on the design concept. But they're very slow moving, so she had to bring along her friends, and her friends, well, they were also very tireless, but kind of got stuck in one spot. So, but they also worked for cookies, so it was pretty easy. And as you notice, I had a lot of color in mind for the studio, and there was a bit of a concept going on. Here we go. And now, no, Todd Clark was not allowed, he didn't explode in my studio, no. But I found that I wanted lots of colors. I wanted to create a forest, I guess. So I was imprinting. I used a lot of leaves and imprinting of different colors. Think of Martha Stewart on acid, I guess. Now, what to do with all my puppets? And I'm glad we mentioned puppets because I do have a lot of them. And so shelves, I needed shelves, and these shelves actually open up and they close, so I can put them away when I don't want them taking over the studio. And they are, it also kind of has that caravan feel. Now, this is my wall of inspiration. As you notice, the paint's back is on the wall now. I recommend everybody have a wall of inspiration, either in their house, their studio, somewhere. Before I just taped everything on the wall, stuck it on with pins. But as you can see, there's more of a theme here. There's clothespins with wire. And it just leaves. Now, one thing when you look at design magazines or anything, they say, okay, canisters, put stuff into stuff. And I thought, oh, that's cute, that's great. So I got a lot of canisters. But the problem with that is that you can't see what's inside of it. So even though I put nice labels on the outside, what happens when you're looking for that perfect thing? Well, what happens is you open it up and you pour it out. And then as you're pouring it out, things fall onto the floor, they go on kind of back into that creative cosmos of the universe again. But you do find the odd button, and I'm the type of person, I need to see it all. So I thought, okay, let's think about this. What else can I do? I know, little Ziploc bags. I'll put everything to Ziploc bags and I'll put it in the inside of my studio drawers. Those shelves, which is also made out of recycled wood. I'm very, very, very good at repurposing things. So the problem with that, again, is that everything started collecting very quickly, and they started popping off the doors. And then, of course, I still have to open it. Where does it all come from, you ask me? Well, it's not easy filling a studio of 500 square feet. But this is one of our favorite haunts, the Prancing Pony. Aurora is in the back there. She's really good at finding things for me and saying, oh, look, a puppet book, there, this. And Maggie loves going there because she likes to play with Aurora's dog, Jag. And it also, one thing about our studio, I found out, it has its own cosmic gravitational pull. So I started off went down to one thing of costumes. Now I have a whole bunch. Everything comes to me. Like, let's see, Linda Williams showed up with a whole swag of things from her basement, including her wedding dress, which has been used many times. It all gets used. And of course, wayward puppets. If there's anything to be, now that I have the puppet shelves built, well, the puppets come to me. So, and I find them. So no matter if they're broken or whatever, sock puppets to string marionettes, they are welcome to come and sit. Although I haven't been performing too much. Another thing I love to collect is children art. And this two little in the middle, the little creatures, I guess they're robots, were made by Melon Glass kids, Melon Glass Studios, their kids, and they were awesome. Let's see, the thing off to the left, the bird is a rubber bird you pull on a string. There's a stove carved, and what's a universe without stars? This is my very own star in my own universe, really. Her name's Star Rary. She's a student that came to me 2 years ago, wanted to help out with their Synchronicity Festival, and she never left. No, well, okay, she goes home to eat, but she's amazing, and so the creative chaos is now swirling around her. And when everything is actually cleaned up and the puppets are put away, well, I invite a whole bunch of very wonderful, inspirational women to come and have a clothing swap. And if you've been to one of my clothing swaps, they're very, very fun and inviting, although they don't happen as much, about as like a solar eclipse, but worth it. So have I gotten any closer to controlling my creative chaos? No, but that's okay, because it doesn't matter. That's the whole point, is that you want things to come and flow. And from the beginning, big universe to small universe, it doesn't matter. We're all part of this amazing space. May the force be with you.